Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota in Madison. Beautiful November day, November 22nd, 2022. And it's a little bit windy out here. Hopefully you can hear me through the wind. But I wanted to get out and show you this TRD Sport for 2022. It's a new trim for 2022. They have had the TRD Sport before, but there's some unique things on the 2022 edition of the Sport. So take a look down the side. This is the silver metallic color. Looks awesome on this, especially on a beautiful day like today. So a couple things that stand out on this particular one. All the TRD Sports for 2022, well, they do have the 20-inch cast aluminum wheels. These are the same wheels that you find on the TRD, not the TRD, the limited edition in the 4Runner. So those are a 245 60 series 20-inch all-season tire on there. Good riding tire, designed more for handling on the road than it is for off-road. You can take it off-road, but the problem with these big wheels is sometimes you're going to scuff those up off-road as well. But for light off-roading, I think you'd be just fine. Now we do have four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control is all standard on here. The wheel lip moldings are color to match, painted colors to match, similar to what you see on a limited edition. So silver. Outside mirrors painted color to match. LED turn signals indicators in this one. This one does have the panoramic package on here as well, so mirrors underneath, or cameras underneath the mirrors, and also a forward-facing camera with the panoramic package. So as we swing around front and take a look at the grille setup on the TRD Sport, so painted color to match, not nearly as much chrome as you'd see, say, on the Limited. Limited has some chrome down on the lower bumper and such. Still have the chrome badging for the Toyota, and then the chrome wings coming off of the upper part of the grille. Here's our dynamic radar cruise control sensors, and then again, this does have the panoramic package, so there's their forward-facing camera. The TRD Sport has a steel skid plate up underneath and a couple tow hooks under there as well. I did do an underneath video on this one, so be sure to catch that. I'll try to put a link in the description for you. And one of the things that I really like about the Sport is the hood scoop. And again, that's a non-functional hood scoop, but I really like the style it adds to it and the look and the overall style of it. I think with the hood scoop is pretty cool. I'm really falling in love with this one more than others. I'm not a heavy off-road driver, but if you are, might not be the choice for you. Now this one does have factory installed running boards. So these running boards are an extra charge. The chrome running board with the rubberized surface, step surface there. $599 extra for that. The luggage rack up top, that's going to be a matte black finish on the Sport. We do have privacy glass on all your back windows. And then the TRD Sport badging is a silver applique on there, but it looks super nice on there. Kind of not all that visible unless you look for it, but that's all right. I kind of like it that way myself. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now this one does have the blacked out exhaust tip. That's going to be $100 extra. So pay extra, you get black exhaust tip. It's a little bit extra, but I think it adds a little styling to it. As we swing around the back, notice the clear lenses on your tail lights. We do have chrome 4Runner and Toyota badging. We do have the power door lock. This rear window does power slide down. It's also tinted. Rear window defrost, and then it has the rear washer wiper tucked up underneath here. Here's your third brake light. And then notice we do have the color to match upper spoiler, and then color to match shark fin antenna up there as well. Also backup camera on the back. Here's your trailer towing receiver. We do have a full-size spare tire up underneath there, and then here's our wiring so you can plug in your trailer, 4 and 7 pin connectivity, and there's also a tow hook on the back as well. Classic 4Runner styling across the back of it. One of the things I did want to point out up front here that I kind of missed, so I'm going to fly it back up here, is the front headlights and your daytime running lights, your high beams. For 2022, they're all LED lighting up front. However, down here on the bumper, These are going to be a halogen. Check that. I'll have to check the comments on it. The shape is rectangular, so that leads me to believe that maybe they are LED. Please forgive me for not knowing in this video, but I'll put it in the comments so you know for sure. But it does have LED daytime running lights, LED high beams and low beams. Also automatic high and low beams on here as well. Nice looking front end on this with the reduced amount of chrome. Let's go ahead and jump inside and check it out and see what the Sport includes. The interior on the TRD Sport is all going to be black and gray, kind of a metallic trim as well, with a gray contrast stitching. The seats are covered with soft tech fabric, so leather's not available like you'd see on a limited edition. And then when we get inside, you're going to see this kind of gunmetal gray trim as well on the inside throughout the dash. The doors are all set up just like other 4Runners with auto up and down windows, speakers on the doors, little cubbies here on the doors as well. In this video, I really just want to highlight the Sport features. So the Sport does come with a power driver seat, no heated seats, and the power driver seat does have power lumbar support as well as a power recliner. The passenger seat is going to be full manual. Soft tech fabric on the seats, and these are going to be a black soft tech fabric seat with a gray contrast stitching. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's a gray contrast stitching in the seats, both on the front and the rear seats. But what you don't see in the back seats is the TRD embroidery. So it's just gray TRD embroidery in both front headrest, but not in any of the back headrest here on the Sport edition. And then your armrest is covered with vinyl and still has the contrast stitching we saw on the seats. As far as some of the quick features that they're all going to have, now this one has the technology package, which we believe now includes the 360 bird's eye camera, rear cross traffic alert, and blind spot monitoring. So that's an extra charge package, $1,300 or so. We do have a 400 watt AC converter, electronic front window de-icer, auto high beams, dimmer switch for the dash lights, and these are your outside power mirror controls. Your steering wheel is tilt and telescoping. It's also leather wrapped. Let me go ahead and just slide up in here. So the steering wheel is leather wrapped. It's perforated, not heated. Fingertip controls for the sound system are here. Fingertip controls for the information center, dynamic radar cruise control, and also your cruise controls down here. And then here's a quick look at the instrument cluster, kind of a white on black with a gunmetal gray trim, and then the red needles, which we've become accustomed to. I think they look pretty nice on here on the 4Runner. Information center down the center, temperature gauge, tachometer, fuel gauge, speedometer, and then all your fuel trip computers and your safety sense setup is there as well. Take a look at the center stack. So this one does have the upgraded sound system, a little over almost $1,600 for the premium audio system, 8 speakers. Because we also have the technology package, we have the panoramic view from above. So there's cameras under both mirrors, a camera up front on the bumper, and then another camera on the rear bumper that brings that all together so we can see all the way around the vehicle. Sirius satellite radio standard, Amazon, Alexa, and Apple CarPlay, all of those things are standard. Push button start. Heating and air conditioning is not an automatic heating and air conditioning system. It's kind of your old school knobs, but they are nice and large and super tactile, so you can really feel where they're at. They've kind of got a rubber coating on the back side. Air conditioning, of course, heating, front window and rear window, or I'm sorry, rear window defrost and outside mirror. So these are heated outside mirrors. You can turn those on and off right here. Temperature settings. Then down below here, there's some storage cubbies. Standard is the USB port here, and then this does have the upgrade of the quick charge port, so you get those additional quick charges, and those are $129 extra for the quick charge ports. Glove box over here, locking glove box, slide your key in, lock things up. Kind of a nice metallic gray trim across the dashboard. As we look at our center console here, wanted to point out just a couple things. Nice storage compartment here. There's cup holders here, odds and ends trays. This switch here controls the rear window, so that back window is power operated up and down. It's got an auto up and down feature on it. That's pretty cool. Not a lot of SUVs have that anymore. Then we have a gated automatic transmission. Here's our selector for our part-time four-wheel drive. The shifter itself does have the TRD. It's leather enhanced or wrapped, if you will, and then it does have the TRD logo in there. No red on this because this is not a TRD Pro. TRD Pro is where you're going to see the red, and this is the TRD Sport. So under the armrest here, nice size armrest, plenty room for 2 elbows, nice storage here, little storage cubby for Kleenexes or tissues or ink pens, and then there is another 12-volt outlet down underneath the armrest right here as well. Don't know if you can see that there. Let me see if I can throw a little light down there. There you go. So that's right there, and it's a nice deep. They also offer, this one doesn't have it, but you can get a vault, console vault with a key lock or a pin. And that's a great place if you're practicing concealed carry or you want to put your pocketbook in there when you jump out. You can do that. That can be installed at the dealership as well. So just overhead, a couple things to take a look at. Lighted vanity mirrors on both sides, visor extensions. We do have a place here for your sunglasses. We have our traction control, our active track, our downhill assist. Here's our safety connect for your 24-hour roadside assistance. Garage door openers are built in here. That's kind of nice. And then we've got some overhead lighting, automatic dimming rear view mirror up here as well. So the garage door openers are separate from the automatic dimming mirror, so that's a nice added benefit. We do have passenger assist grips here and here for your front driver, front passenger. That comes in super handy because this does sit up a little bit higher. As you can see, there's also a digital clock up here in the center. So that's a really quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. Here's a look at the driver's compartment from the back seat. One of the things I really like about the 4Runner is the back seat sits up higher, so you really have a nice view out the front. It's kind of like a stadium style seating. Down below on the center console vents down here, you do not have separate air conditioning controls. There are 2 USB ports down here, 2.1 amps. Both seats have pockets, kind of these mesh pockets on the backs of both front seats. Chrome door handles. The doors are finished off similar to what we saw up front. Of course, we do have the 40, 20, 40 seat configuration, so you're able to fold down just the center seat or any combination of all of these seats. That's kind of a nice feature. There's also hooks here for your child safety seats, so you can latch those in. And then the armrest does fold down, gives you a place for 2 cup holders or two sodas or what have you in the back seat, bottles of water. Now this Sport does not have the sunroof, overhead lighting, passenger assist grips, laundry hooks here, side airbags as well. Of course, as I mentioned, you can fold this entire seat down here in the back. Now I did want to show you the legroom back here, because I think it's more than adequate. You can see there's quite a bit of legroom. Now I've got that seat about halfway forward. It's not all the way forward, so you can see how much room. Even if there were a 6-footer, I think you're going to have plenty of legroom in the back seat of the 4Runner. So that's a quick overview of this brand new 2022 Toyota 4Runner Sport Edition. This one is available for sale here at Smart Toyota in Madison. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2021. This is the only one we have for sale. Almost all of them sell before they get here. This one has not sold yet. If you are interested, do not wait. Pick up the phone, give us a call. Let's put a deal together and have you driving this home today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hit that thumbs up on the way out. Really appreciate it. This is Tony at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.